Testosterone levels have plummeted in the US since the 1980s, and needless to say, my grandpa would not be impressed. And if you're feeling tired all the time, if you're struggling with belly fat, or you're seeing a dip in your performance at work, in the gym, or even in the bedroom, you're not alone. But here's the truth. If you think the only fix is expensive supplements, injections, or some magic pill, then you've been misled. I'm Dr. Adam, and I work with men every single day who struggle with low testosterone. And I use a natural approach based on diet and lifestyle. The guys I work with see an average of 70% increase in total testosterone levels in just 3 months. So it absolutely is possible to boost testosterone production naturally. And what I've noticed after reviewing blood work on hundreds of different guys, at this point, I found that there are common ways to naturally increase testosterone. And most men are skipping these key steps, just hoping and praying that the supplement that their buddy swears by will do the trick. So in this video, I'll break down exactly what the highest testosterone guys are doing differently and the biggest mistakes that are killing your testosterone levels. Real quick, you'll want to stay with me to the end because even if you're already on TRT, these principles will help you optimize your health and performance for the long haul. Okay, so the first thing I've noticed is that guys with healthy testosterone levels will reset their bodies annually. So this isn't like a liver cleanse or a detox, it's a dedicated hard reset. Because the reality is that the guys with the best hormone levels aren't perfect 24/7, but they take time to reset their body. So whether it's Whole30 or 75 Hard or any other 30-day challenge, these guys cut out the junk food, prioritize sleep, get ultra consistent with movement, hydration, and diet. And I think this is useful because the reset helps their bodies reestablish hormone balance. So it gets them back into rhythm, as well as it improves insulin sensitivity and lowers inflammation, which are all crucial steps for optimizing testosterone production. So I'm currently on day 60-something of 75 Hard. I'm doing it with a group of guys in Montana, and the plan is to compare before and after blood work, so stay tuned for that data. But my energy feels really good, despite being up half the night with our 11-month-old son. So despite inconsistent sleep, I'm still feeling really healthy, and I can see myself starting every season, every year with something strict like this sort of reset, regardless of how it impacts my testosterone levels. Another reason why I think something extreme like a 75-day challenge works is instead of doing things halfway all year, it's helpful to go all in for a short period to break bad habits, build discipline, and just come out stronger. It's a lot more manageable to do things in moderation after an intense period of just really strict living. So if you've been feeling off, this is one of the fastest ways to hit the reset button and create new habits. Next up, I found that testosterone thrives on competition. Again, this is anecdotal evidence, but have you ever noticed how athletes or fighters or even weekend warriors seem to have more energy, better body composition, and more drive? It's not a coincidence. Competition, whether it's jiu-jitsu or basketball or even pickleball, like this competition forces you to push yourself, and pushing yourself leads to higher testosterone levels, especially when you win. Why is that? That's because competition engages your mind and body, keeping you in a state of challenge and growth. Plus, when you have something to train for, you're naturally more disciplined about your health. So it's a win-win. And let's be real, getting choked out in jiu-jitsu, losing a pickleball match in front of your wife, or, getting outplayed by another guy, that's a serious motivation to get stronger and sharper. Next, to naturally increase testosterone levels, what you avoid is just as important as what you focus on. And I hate to break it to you, but beer is the silent testosterone killer. And this one typically surprises a lot of the guys I talk to, but beer raises estrogen. Drinking beer, especially hoppy beers like IPAs, that leads to higher estrogen levels, which kills testosterone. It also leads to belly fat, which increases aromatase, converting testosterone into estrogen again, and just overall worse metabolic health, leading to lower testosterone production. And if you're currently on TRT, drinking beer just raises your estrogen even higher as that testosterone gets converted away. So does that mean that you can never have a drink again? Well, obviously not. But if you want optimal testosterone levels, which you should, you'll want to cut back. So just save the beer for special occasions. All right. So the first thing to avoid to increase your testosterone is beer. And the second thing is chronic cardio. So a lot of guys make the mistake of only relying on cardio for their exercise plan. But if your goal is to improve your testosterone levels and your energy and your strength, you need to focus your time on resistance training and high intensity interval training. And you don't need more than just a single kettlebell to get this done, because kettlebells are efficient. They combine strength training and cardio. So most guys can get a whole body workout in as little as 30 minutes, 3 times per week with just one 35-pound kettlebell. Bottom line, if you want higher testosterone, your workout plan needs to prioritize lifting heavy and training with intensity, because the goal is not just to get your heart rate up, but to build muscle mass over time. So look, if you want to use diet and lifestyle as medicine, you have to take your medicine consistently. And so this isn't just a trend. It's not like a quick fix. It's a lifestyle. And in my experience, even if you're on TRT, all these steps that I mentioned are non-negotiable. So if you're not on the meds yet, why not just try these strategies first and see what your body is truly capable of? Big picture, at the end of the day, optimal testosterone isn't just about numbers on a piece of paper. It's about how you feel, how you move, and how you perform. Okay, if you found this helpful, hit that subscribe button and follow along for more videos on men's health and performance.